A lot of people say there's a lot of, maybe I should just say, intercourse for movie roles. Did you experience that when you were in Nigeria?
Please, that was one of the reasons I left. How many people you want Knack? How many people you want Knack? How many? And the thing is, if you knack one, you continue to the knack, because they will say, oh, you don't collect, your man go collect. You know, it was just crazy. How many people you want Knack? If you sabi Knack where you go make them.
Cynthia, don't put me for trouble.
If you knack well, if you get the stamina to knack well with stamina, you go make them.
How do you think some of your former colleagues were able to acquire prime property and G-Wagons or Range Rovers or cars in that class?
Period. Prostitution.
Ha!
Period.
So, I don't see your mouth sharp like this. No. My question is, I just want to ask.
Please,
sorry.
I'm longer. I don't go. My mouth don't go shut. I
just want to ask.
Right.
With who? Who is bankrolling them? Is it government officials? Is it Yahoo boys? Is it internet? The ones that you think, because me, I don't know anybody.
All kinds of people. If you see the kind of people that your A-list sleep with, it will amaze you. Some of them you have seen, like some of them, it just something terrible has to happen, and then you just see who is behind whoever is involved with. You know, you would expect certain standards from certain people, but then when you eventually see who they're involved with, maybe because of a scandal, you start saying, and I rate this person higher. Different people, government officials, people who live abroad, businessmen, Yahoo boys. It will amaze you. At the end of the day, it's money. As long as there's money, anybody can sleep with these people. So that when I say they look them, I mean, at the end of the day, you say that hustle. Everybody they hustle, they go. So let me not knock anybody's hustle. But my thing is, there are different ways to hustle, and don't tell people you are hustling when you're doing something else, and then you depress people who are genuinely struggling to make it through the right channel. You act 3 films, you launch mansion, but we get people who don't they act for years. They come, then they do a fundraiser for them to bury them, or then they do fundraiser when they get diseases. Not be the same industry. Not the same industry now. Who are you telling?
No. Sorry, you know me, I like to ask many questions. These quote and unquote A-list celebrities that you are suggesting they knack to make, are some of them married, or just the single ones that do this?
Oh, there's no. So in the quest for money, there's no distinguishing single from married. In my day, that time, we know them now. Even to now, what for you? Now my mouth, you want to say
it. You give me the gist codedly. I don't want to make anybody come they shake way for me.
No. So a lot of people are motivated to come into the industry for simple reasons. They want to be known, because once their faces are out there and people know them, they get endorsements. Some people get legit endorsements. Some people get, they want to come out so that celebrities will, so that government officials will see them, right? There was a time that in Asaba, it was trending where a known, a Waka Pass would even buy vehicles, like buy cars for producers just to feature in a movie. So now you're not just acting to become famous and rich to make money, but you're actually presenting vehicles. It happens it used to happen in Asaba. I don't know if it's still going on there, where people buy these producers' cars, buy them new phones just to feature in the movie. So it's not like you are even going into the movie industry to make money from your craft. It is you now seeing Nollywood as a platform for your face to be out there, so that you will gain the popularity you're looking for, and hoping that popularity will give you something big. So it's almost like an investment. It's just some crazy arrangements.
Oh man, that industry toxic. I don't know, say that's so toxic.
No,
Anyway,
it's
what's it
it's
concern me? I
beyond.
don't know anything.
No, it's beyond.
Hey, I don't hear what
It's
is quick
beyond.
past my ear. You see, as my
It's
ear
beyond.
don't
Yeah,
expand now.
it's beyond that. It's just the misleading aspect of it. Now, me, I don't sign up for. No, it's crazy. It's
Hmm,
crazy.
hmm,
It's
hmm,
crazy.
hmm. All right, guys, you just heard from Cynthia Amadi, who is well and alive, and her
I
mouth is
am
still
alive.
sharp.
I am alive. I am well. The person will say, I don't think you probably go doing yearly physical if they know what that means. Make you go find out if they themselves are healthy enough before you come out and start putting out a false narrative that someone who's alive. Go do your physical
All
first and
right, we
make sure
have
that you're
another
okay.
Nollywood actress here. Her name is Victoria Inyama.
Yeah, that's my girl. That's
Ah,
Vicky. That's my girl.
I just sent her a request. I don't know if she's going to be able to join us. Victoria is my sister too.
If
Ah,
she's not in school, she will. So Vicky, like I told you earlier, Vicky's one of those people I used to look up to. When we go to Bankolemo, Chico Ijiro's office at the time, Victoria, Kate Henshaw, those were the reigning queens at the time. Yeah, that's when Nollywood was Nollywood. That was when Nollywood was Nollywood. Not be now with the pack anything they Nollywood. That was when Nollywood was
once you don't get
Nollywood.
front,
Yeah.
you don't get back. Career start.
That's so now. That's so. If you sabi knack where you go make them.
Ah, Cynthia, don't put me for trouble.
If you knack well, if you get the stamina to knack well with stamina, you go make it. Come on now. How many people? How many people? It's crazy. But I'm alive and well. I no die you, I beg. I no die you. I no plan to die anytime soon. I get picking when I want raise, when I want see become something. I no go.
Your marital status. Are you married?
I'm separated. No.
What happened? Give us gist.
No, I don't want to talk about. So over the years, even when I was in the industry, one area I never ever fed was the area of my personal life. You know how, and for the simple reasons that people will constantly track you. If they see you with A today, they've kept track. Tomorrow they see you will be they keep track. And they start counting for you. There are people who I'm sure today regret, putting their personal business out there because the internet never forgets, people never forget. Nigerians keep receipts, like as we can see. So if there is any area that I don't ever feed into, it's my personal life. I've never done it. Never done it.
Which is good though. Because
Never
now
done it.
a lot of people there.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know the
Victoria. She
person
said she
way.
didn't see it.
Now, Victoria will tell you. She will tell you. Victoria is one of the people too who, was glad to. She left the industry. I mean, even though she left the industry to, get
Victoria
married
has
and start
joined though.
Where's
Wala
my
don't
girl?
start today.
Cynthia,
My love,
Cynthia,
my love.
Cynthia.
Where's she now?
Daddy Freeze. Good evening.
I know they see Vicky.
Victoria,
Vicky,
Wala
where are
don't
you?
start though.
Cynthia.
My love, how far?
For professional reasons, you know that I have to, minimize the truth.
Yeah.
But everything you said is true. And it's true in the sense that, like some of us where we know they rain, we were not raining like that. It was because, when we started, it was nice because there were very few of us, so they were even looking for people.
Yeah, and it was.
I'm talking about
It was
1990, 1994, 95 when I did Glamour Boys and Faces and all those movies. It was just few of us before other people started coming, and then in the beginning we were not doing it for. It was not competition.
Yeah.
The competition was who cry pass.
Exactly.
Who memorize line pass.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. That was what the competition.
But Vicky, in your days, you were the A-list. So don't come and be saying we were not raining. You left because you got married and you relocated. So you cannot say that you are the original Nollywood. You
Yeah, okay.
No, Vicky no be Nollywood. Vicky na home video.
Yeah.
Vicky na from the year of home video.
Yeah.
But if you take your time.
Nollywood never started that year. Nollywood didn't start in the 90s. Nollywood started recently.
Nollywood started. No, it started. That was when Ifeanyi Dike. Yes, that was when Ifeanyi Dike them were putting it together. You know, Uncle Fred Amata.
Yes.
You know, we started doing meetings in Ifeanyi Dike's place in Kilo, right?
That's right.
That was the beginning before we now took it to Uncle Zeb's office in Aguda, in Paco Aguda, and stuff like that. But what happened was, I think it was after my, like middle of in the 2000s that things started changing, and that was when we had. I'm not going to mention their names. That was when the 419 thing started. Yeah. So 419 people. So all those Ibuzo connection, you know, those kind of things. Those were the people that came into the industry and scattered the industry. You know, when they go in convoy. The girls are like, they see you on the home video, they call the producer on the home video jacket and say, look, I want that girl.
Yeah.
You know, and then it got to a stage where not just I want that girl, I want to sponsor a movie and I want her to play the lead.
That's right.
I don't care whether she's an actress or not. Yes. I want her to play the lead. Yes, I'm telling you. And then so you would get a script, for instance, you know. Oh my God, sorry, Jerry. Somebody is just anyway. Let me, forget this anonymous BASTADRs. So, so you would get a script, Cynthia. I don't know if you know. You will go for audition, you get a script, and the next thing you're hearing, the movie is being shot.
Yeah.
Wow. In fact, it's as bad as sometimes you will even get paid. Sometimes you will even get paid, and then somebody else will still go do the movie, and you're thinking, hang on, what's happening? And this person is not even an actress. Does not. At least me, at some point, I managed to go to Unilag to do theater arts, to do creative art. At least I studied it so that I can know what I'm doing. You understand? But all these other, it's then it got to the stage of if you're light skinned.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That light skinned era. If you are light skinned, anyhow you are, whether you can act or not, if you're light skinned, that is.
I just wanted to ask this because you've done a bit of a Nollywood journey for us, but you still get some things we really never clear. You know, say me, I like Amebo, he's a talent. Cynthia been saying that year for Nollywood, say even married Nollywood actresses they do runs. That true?
It wasn't called runs at that time.
Oh, okay.
What was it called?
We are not talking about what it was called, but you shall know what it runs be. They do
A lot of people wanted to be famous by all means, yeah, and they were coerced at that time. At that time, they were coerced. Now it's different. It's the opposite. They were coerced into, oh, you need to come and see me, and I'll make you a star. Right?
That's the word. I will make you a star.
I'll make you a star. Because I remember an incident that happened with a big one where something was going on and they had a road accident or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. No call name. Oh, hey, God, I remember that.
No. Please, I'm a very, yes. And there was an accident. And at that time, everybody was like, where were they going? What was going on? You understand? And both of them were married at that time. So,
married, jam married. Morality in the gutter.
Yes. I'll DM you later that it freeze because I had it very, very, Yeah. So, and a lot of that was going on. Now, the thing I've noticed about people, and this is a human behavior, don't get people wrong, right? People are just interested in the whole drama of negativity.
Yeah.
If you want to sell positivity, you have to start with negativity, and then you understand. Yeah. Yes. If you come out preaching good, preaching being nice, preaching being decent. Daddy Freeze, you know how I've been attacked when I say, oh, dress as you want to be addressed. Then, right? That was a year, 2 years ago. I know how people, oh, it's not about dressing, it's not about dressing, but there are certain things that send certain signals to the brain, right? Sometimes you might be hungry, but if you don't see food, it's not priority on your list. But sometimes if you've not had SE in a while, and then you're seeing certain things, you would be triggered to want it like now. And if you don't have self-control, or if you're somebody in a position of power and you want to use your power negatively, you're like, yes, you know, everybody falls prey to that. But what I'm saying is, at that time, it was more of coercion. I will do this for you and I'll do this. And most of the time, they were not being paid.
Yeah.
But they were appearing, they were not being paid, and they were appearing on every movie. Yes. But then again, then it wasn't politicians, it was the 19 guys. Yeah. The 19 guys were bankrolling big time at that time. It wasn't, politicians just came in the last maybe 10 years. Or thereabouts. That's when politicians came, and then big boys with money, authentic money.
Now it's just about anybody. Anybody who
yes,
has money.
It's just about anybody. Yes.
Right now, it is politicians, it is pastors, it is anyone with money.
Let me come back to that one. Cynthia, when you say pastors, listen, we're all human beings. Daddy Freeze is a pastor, you're a pastor, I'm a pastor. Do you know the real meaning of a pastor? We're all pastors, right? See, it is the expectations, it is the false expectations that is right, because you magnify a human being like you beyond words. And then when something happens, you're now disappointed. It is your expectation. It is your fault that you feel the way you do.
Right.
Now, see, and I don't know if I should say this here, but Daddy Freeze, you've done a lot of teachings on the Bible, on prophets, on their wives and women. Daddy Freeze, between you and I, how many prophets in the Bible had one wife?
If you were polygamous.
A lot were polygamous. And did it stop God from blessing them?
No. But
our expectation on how they should be. And Cynthia, this also goes for you and I. And that is one big problem that we are having in the industry as well, even with Daddy Freeze, right? Like, we put so much expectations on others, and others put expectations on us. And they expect us to live in a certain way and be in a certain way. We are supposed to be smiling all the time. We are supposed to be living this illusion, of reality. No. There are times when me and you, we have issues going on. There are times when me and you, we're not happy. We don't want to take pictures with any fans. We don't want to do this or do that. And we get judged for that. So a lot of times when people are talking about pastors and this and this and this, I always say it is your fault. Because that pastor, the difference between you and him is that he or she dedicates more time to the Bible and to learning things in the Bible than you. So if you know the things that they know, nothing stops you. Anybody can wake up and be a pastor. I don't even want to talk about hearing from God. We all hear from God. Our conscience is God.
Absolutely.
Now.
You want to do that crazy thing, and something in your spirit is like, don't.
Matthew chapter 6, the Bible says, lock your door. Christ himself. This is not Paul. This is not. Christ
and that's what I do.
Lock your door and pray by yourself.
Yes.
This thing that they did to Mobad. Do you know Nigerian Jews did it to me? This thing they did to Mobad.
Yes.
It's not that because I was older.
I know. Freeze, I know about that one. I know about that one. And I know where it started. Freeze, I know where yours started. Because
to cut off my work.
Yeah.
They told their worshippers to stage walkouts. I stopped getting jobs. Why do you think I found myself on social media?
Yeah.
If nobody say God don't talk, say we go turn this social media to wait even better pass where we come from.
It started.
They have blocked every door, sealed every window. these demons.
Attest to that because Priest and I used to go to the same church. Yeah, I know. I know the pastor that started it. So yeah, that's right.
Now.
Yeah.
Pastor stood on the pulpit and cursed me. Said they should look out for me 2 years later.
That's
they'll
correct.
see where my life will amount to in 2 years. Where am I today, 7 years later?
No man who God has blessed, no man can curse. But anyway, like someone was saying in the comments, we have digressed from Nollywood.
Yes. So let us just end
yes. I was just saying,